It's terrible, it's horrible. You can't go outside, your children can't play outside because you can't even really be in your house because you don't know where the bullets are going to go.
That is the reaction from a Milwaukee neighbor today after a man known for importing and shipping machine gun conversion devices to Milwaukee was sentenced to more than 7 years in prison. Prosecutors say Demario Robinson bought and sold hundreds of the devices, commonly known as switches. They turn an ordinary gun into a fully functioning machine gun. They have become a common tool used by criminals on the streets of Milwaukee.
TMJ4 Lighthouse reporter Ryan Jenkins was in federal court today. He goes in depth on why both neighbors and police want these devices off our streets.
We were the only Milwaukee TV station inside the federal courthouse when a judge handed down that 88-month sentence for Demario Robinson Thursday. After the sentencing, I went to talk with Milwaukee neighbors, asking for their thoughts on this latest crackdown on gun violence in our community. It's a tool that converts an ordinary pistol into a fully functioning machine gun, capable of firing 50 rounds in seconds with the single pull of a trigger. A device Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman tells me is becoming increasingly common, even despite a dip in the overall number of shootings in recent years.
How big of a problem are these particular devices?
Well, I'm glad that you said that we are seeing less activations from, multiple guns, but you're seeing more casings at these particular scenes, which is a direct correlation to these particular type of switches.
Today in court, 22-year-old Robinson, who was also facing another felony, was sentenced to more than 7 years in federal prison after he was caught smuggling more than 200 switches into the U.S. between July 2022 and June of last year, then selling them in the greater Milwaukee area. Robinson's case, one of at least 7 in Wisconsin that have been prosecuted this year. Authorities say several more are under investigation.
Might have been the ones that's been shooting up our cars. We don't know.
Doris Winters lives in Milwaukee and says the gun violence is rampant. This recent bullet hole in the side of her car is proof that she is no stranger to the threat guns pose in the community.
Yeah, the guy that got caught and sentenced, I'm thinking that was good. It's great that he got caught because you shouldn't be doing that.
Another neighbor I spoke with, Kenneth Shanklin, agrees.
7 years for someone that's doing something that's like causing a detriment to the community and everything, it's a step in the right direction. That's one person, but at the least, it's helping, I'll say.
Do you think it sends a message to the community?
It does send a message that you will, be held accountable for the things that you do. I don't know if it'll change everything right away, but it's, like I said, it's a step in the right direction.
Relief in the community as the authorities at the center of this case highlight a joint strategy to combat the violence.
Those who know and harbor individuals who use these, it is something that has become a commonplace thing in most of our investigations, and it's got to stop.
A message to end gun violence from both law enforcement and neighbors.
That they shouldn't do it and they're going to get caught. If they get caught, they're going to do time.
Reporting in Milwaukee, Ryan Jenkins, TMJ4 News.
Machine gun conversion devices or switches are often imported from overseas. They can also be made with a 3D printer. In Robinson's case, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol intercepted a package to him from China containing nearly 50 switches. That led to his arrest. Simply owning one of these switches is a federal crime punishable by up to 10 years in prison.